I don't know why I'm alone. I don't know how I'm alone, but I am alone. The change was slow, brutal, and hard. I spent many days adjusting to the lifestyle. I had days where I thought maybe I should go out, but I couldn't because I was scared. I wasn't scared for the journey, scared not for the challenges I might face, but I was scared for what I might find. I wanted to believe that one day they would return. The ones I had loved, the ones I had cared about, they would come back. They couldn't have just left me. There had to have been a reason. Something had to have happened. I just didn't know what, and I was not willing to try and find out because I had to stay, I thought, for when they came back. For anyone to come back. For the day people came back to the distant world I once knew. But until then, I was alone. It had been a normal day, like any other. I had my snack before bed. Say goodnight to my family.
Good night.
And went to bed. The next morning I woke up, went upstairs, and no one was home. I checked the doors, looked around. I could not find anyone anywhere. This was not normal. My family was always home. We always had breakfast together on Saturday. I began to become really concerned. I looked outside and it was empty. There was no kids playing, no cars warming up or driving around. It was empty. I was alone. Leaving home is hard. I wasn't ever much for leaving. I liked my house. It was my home. Why would I go out when I could stay home and be safe? I kept things the way they were when I woke up alone. It gave me a sense of sanity. Adjusting to this life was not easy. I was used to my family, my dog. Even the sound of cars driving by. I no longer had any of this, going from everything to nothing. The food at my house lasted me a while, but eventually I began to run low. I realized that I would be forced to go hunting. Never had I imagined that my first night hunting would change me. It was there I realized I couldn't keep being alone like this. As I looked into the wilderness, I realized that the trees, plants, they were never alone. The trees would grow with their neighbors, the other trees, and when they died, they would give back to the soil, helping their neighbors grow. Every moment I stay here, not going out, not doing something, I take away the chances of me giving back to my neighbors, to the human race. If I go out, I risk figuring out a truth I may not want to know. I've risked dying, but at least I tried. I tried making a difference. I tried giving back. If only I knew how much I would end up giving back in the end. Over the next few days, I tried getting ready. I would go out in the woods, practice staying a night away from home, putting myself in the harshest of conditions, preparing myself for whatever I may have to face. I would listen to what the woods would have to tell me. I prepared for anything. I didn't know what was out there for me to face. After a month, I was ready. I didn't want to be alone anymore. I had to know the truth.